out on a high note in the snow here from Morgantown, West Virginia. One more regular season game before the conference championship week. And what better to do it than the Backyard Brawl here from snowy Morgantown. The number 15 Pitt Panthers take on the number 18 West Virginia Mountaineers. With a spot in the Big East Championship on the line, can Pittsburgh return? Or will the Mountaineers be crowned once again? Welcome back to another episode of 2KU Saturdays. I'm Type of Joey 101, and we're bringing you once again. Now, West Virginia has appeared in 4 of the last 5 Big East Championships. They won 3 straight from 2018 to 2020. They lost in 2021. The one year they didn't make it in that stretch was last season, when they missed out behind Temple, who would win the Big East Championship against Connecticut. The last time Pittsburgh made it there was a back-to-back showing in 2016 and 2017. The Pitt Panthers won the 2017 Big East Championship over Syracuse. West Virginia would win the next year over Pitt. In terms of conference titles, West Virginia has the most with 9, and Pitt has 4 to their name. On the screen, out of bounds. And as the Big East is shaking up, Boston College is leaving, as is Rhode Island. Charlotte and Delaware left last season, and they'll be welcoming in 4 new teams next year. It's great to see that this rivalry will remain intact in the future. Enough about the history. Let's meet the teams this week. Starting at quarterback, we'll start with Pittsburgh here, since they're going up first. This is Mark Pratt, the sophomore, who has stepped up to the gig this season. They'll get a first down there. Pratt, the starting quarterback. We have a great quarterback duel for you. Mark Pratt against Wesley Hayes, the UMass transfer for West Virginia, a junior this season. As now we're on 2nd and 2.
Makes it out to about the 40. Very well designed play that time to give him a first down.
I did not update the ticker. I can do that in real time right now.
From the 40-yard line.
It won't be pretty, but we can do it. And boy, what a week we had.
Strings it out left, and he stopped right away.
Don't forget to join our Discord server, where you can see all these scores live.
He's tackled at the 43. Just nowhere for the ball carrier to go as the linebacker met him in the backfield. Boy, what great play recognition by this linebacker. He saw the run was coming, and he just shot through the gap and made a great tackle. From the 43-yard line, it's 3rd down. And he hits him hard at the 45.
Oh dear. Regardless. Oh! And the most eventful thing of note on that first Pitt drive was the ticker dying in real time. Don't worry. If you're on the Discord, the scores are all updated there. We'll definitely keep you in tap throughout this game, as West Virginia gets their first offensive drive on stream this season. Oh, there's an injury.
From their own 32-yard line, it's 2nd down.
Come back, Michael Hernandez down on the field there. There's a first down.
And they make the stop at the 43-yard
An 11-yard reception there. You see West Virginia in the gray helmets and shorts with the gold uniforms. On a screenplay, they're going to lose yardage there. Unfortunately, Pittsburgh does not have their current kits in the game. All right. And it will be back soon. All right. We had a cataclysmic reversal out of the American. We thought Jacksonville State had clinched it, but Charlotte stole it away after the Gamecocks lost to Kennesaw State this week. It's Charlotte 49ers' first conference championship in program history since their football team started 10 years ago in 2013. It's their second championship this season. They won the national championship in baseball, as West Virginia's quarterback's going to go down after the big sack. How about at the ACC? We will not have a four-peat from Virginia Tech. Virginia knocking off the #1 team in the country in Charlottesville. This will be Virginia's first trip to the conference championship since 2012. They haven't won it since 2006. They'll be playing against Duke. We look to the Big East. The winner of this game will take on Boston College. The Big Ten championship has been situated now this week. It'll be a matchup between between Penn State and Wisconsin. After the Badgers got a win against Minnesota, they clinched it. Michigan was hot on their tail for a second. Minnesota gave them a big scare. Oklahoma State and Baylor are both clinched themselves for the Big 12 title game. And the Conference USA has been clinched for a while. SMU will take on UCF. The MAC is officially settled as Eastern Michigan will take on Kent State in Detroit. Oh, look at that sack. And they'll roll it in incompletion. Eastern Michigan will take on Kent State. EMU trying to win their first conference title since 1999. Kent State's last title was 2013. There's another first down. Meanwhile, South Dakota State and Southern Illinois will play in the Missouri Valley Championship, their first time playing each other in that game. SIU has not won a conference championship game. Neither has South Dakota State. This would be South Dakota State's first Missouri Valley Championship. It would be the first for Southern Illinois since 2013. The Mountain West, if Danny's here could correct me if I'm wrong, I believe it's going to be a rematch between Boise State and TCU. TCU clinched with their win over Boise. It was a close one there. Boise got a win over New Mexico, and Utah was upset by BYU in the final Holy War with both teams in the Mountain West. The Pac-10 championship is clinched. The final Pac-10 championship before they add 2 more and make it a Pac-12. Well, they're adding 4, but regardless. It would be Oregon and Washington State. Oregon's last conference championship, you don't have to look that long ago, is 2020. Oh, we have a near score as they can't get a conversion on third down. It'll be 4th and 1. And they're going to go for it. Inside the 15 on 4th and 1. They hand it off, and they can't get the first. West Virginia will get it back. And I have never seen this angle before. I have no idea why that's so rare. But here comes West Virginia once again. As I was mentioning, Oregon's last title, you only have to go back to 2020 when they beat Arizona State in the chip. It's a first down. In the championship era, Oregon has won 5 conference championships. It's coming in. We have a tie for second place with Utah, Boise, and Utah State. Much like in real life, we have a three-way tie in the Mountain West. Mountain West does not have divisions this season. It's an 11-team conference. And the top 2 from the conference make the championship. Danny will be taking a look at the tiebreakers in order to decide who will take on the Horned Frogs in the final. In the Horned Frogs final championship, Mountain West championship game. As we'll end the first quarter here. We're still scoreless in the snow. Staying on the Pac-10, the last time we saw Washington State win the Pac-10 was back in 1997. Oh, that was almost intercepted there. As that's going to be a 3-and-out for West Virginia. Low scoring defensive clash we're expecting here. Florida clinched back a couple weeks ago with a Georgia loss to Auburn. They'll be taking on, not Alabama, since they are ineligible. They do get the claim of the division title, but they'll be taking on Tulane. The Tulane Green Wave are 9-3. They managed to slip past the tiebreakers. They won. Mississippi State won. Auburn lost. Which means the Green Wave are going to go to the conference championship game for the first time since they won it back in 2002. Florida's last conference championship appearance was back-to-back in 2020, 2021. They lost both of them. Their last title was 2016. And it's another familiar story as App State and Georgia Southern will clash. Another familiar story for App State making it back to the conference championship. They made 6 straight conference championship games since its inception in 2016. They missed it last season. Georgia Southern beat William & Mary that year. App State will be playing against Old Dominion as there's a first down. That was already decided a while ago. The Southland Championship is decided.
We've got a 1st and 10. Ball on the 27.
With Stephen F. Austin loss. And with a win over Stephen F. Austin, Sam Houston clinches a spot in the conference championship game. They get their 10th win of the year. I believe Stephen F. Austin will make it as well, since they hold a tiebreaker over Southeast Louisiana, who's in second. And there's a wide open first down to the tight end. Sunbelt is clinched as it's FAU and Troy. And it's been decided out west as San Jose State and New Mexico State will play each other in the WAC championship.
First down, 10 yards to go.
That leaves this division to be claimed right now. Pittsburgh, West Virginia. As he's going to keep it. An 8-yard run, not enough for the first. It'll be 2nd and 2 from the 4. And it off to the back. Not enough. 3rd and 1.
It's 3rd down, and this offense is about 3 feet away from that first down marker.
Hand off. Stiff arm touchdown, Pittsburgh.
This kid is a really reliable weapon. You definitely want the football in his hands near the end zone.
And there he is, the All-American Ron Wayne.
And he hits the PAT. And 8 plays.
Punches it in, and Pittsburgh takes a 7-0 lead.
That was a textbook drive. I thought they did a really good job of showing balance, mixing the play calling with the run and the pass. Just an overall well-executed touchdown.
All right. We have a 4-way tie in the Mountain West, as TCU is also tied with Boise State, Utah, and Utah State. By tiebreakers, TCU got in regardless. But now we're still in the balance on who's getting that 2nd spot.
incomplete.
My current bet would be the teams with the better records, namely either Boise State or Utah. They did not play each other this season, so we don't know. Oh, he's gonna be sacked for a loss, but they'll get rid of it. It's an incompletion. It's ruled.
Last second, trying to make a play downfield, only to have this defense get to him. He's got to do a better job maybe feeling things out a little bit, but at least he has the awareness and a toughness to sit in that pocket.
Oh, he's gonna be sacked again. This time he can't get rid of it. It'll make it a 4th and long. There's just a hole in the line. And you see there, number 9 taking advantage of it. There's a free safety.
After the sack, it's now 4th and long.
And they'll punt it again from their own red zone. As Danny mentions there, TCU has wins against Utah State and Boise State, but a loss against Utah. Boise State has wins against Utah State, but a loss against TCU, and they didn't play Utah. Boise State's other loss in conference came to BYU, who Utah also lost to. Along with Utah State. But they beat TCU back in week 2.
Makes it out to about the 36.
As they just hand it off once again. We also saw the Division III playoffs play their first round this week. Had some high-scoring affairs throughout. South Virginia, the number 1 overall seed from Region 1, beating Husson 63-21. They'll take on Gallaudet in round 2 next week. Oh, there's a dime for the first. Williams will take on Alvernia, who is also undefeated this season. And Region 2, Salisbury takes on the underdog in Cortland State, who beat Gettysburg this week. And another underdog story, relatively speaking, St. John Fisher beating the number 2 overall seed. They'll take on Lycoming. Oh, he's got to get rid of it. He can't. He's going to be sacked.
This quarterback has to do a better job of avoiding the rush, because sacks can be real drive killers.
On to Region 3, Mary Hardin Baylor proving to 11-1 as they move to the second round against now 10-2 Millsaps. Bridgewater and Sewanee are on the other side. Sewanee, the number 2 overall seed in the region. Region 4 is number 1 overall. Number 1 in Region Hope, the Flying Dutchman taking on the DePaul Tigers, who are 10-2. Kalamazoo Hornets are 10-2, and they'll take on the number 2 seeded Mount Union Purple Raiders. On a screen on 3rd and 16, not going to get there. And on 4th and 13, they're going to try a deep kick.
They fought off their blocks and found the ball before the play had a chance to develop. Pittsburgh can make this a 2-possession.
There's a lot of wind today. Kicks away, and it's good. Pittsburgh takes the 2-possession lead, 10-0 over West Virginia. As we look at Region 5, as the North Central Cardinals improve to 11-1 as they beat Elmhurst. They get the Simpson Storm, who are 9-3. The Grinnell Pioneers got a win over Wheaton, and they'll take on the Nebraska Wesleyan Prairie Wolves. There's the catch. They have not been able to get past that first down that much so far.
It's second down, and they're about 2 yards away from the sticks. Gets it out in a hurry.
Oh, it's a deep bomb. There's the yardage they've been looking for. It's a first down.
Well, they found some seams in the coverage there. Let's see if the defense makes any adjustments to counter.
As we look at Region 6, the Pomona Pitzer Sage Hens will take on the Whitworth Pirates. And we have a Wisconsin in-state rivalry, a classic out of D3, as Wisconsin Oshkosh will take on the undefeated Wisconsin Whitewater. We had a bit of a classic in that regional game as Wisconsin Oshkosh beating Westminster of Missouri. The Titans beat the Blue Jays 53-49 in double overtime. The Division II playoffs will be announced on the 2KU stream this Sunday, tomorrow rather. Here's the handoff. Makes his way for a first down. On 1st and 10, over the middle, diving catch for the first down. Show yourself some fire here in the freezing cold. The short pass, that'll get to about the 1 yard line.
Very solid gain through the air. I'm impressed with the poise of this quarterback and the ability of the receiver to keep his concentration.
You'll love to see some snow this time of year. Hand off up the gut, stuffed. He'll get a yard. It's going to be 3rd and 1. Here's a classic goal line stand. Touchdown, West Virginia. They give it to the fullback, and he punches it in. And that guy is there. Shout outs to that guy. And that will make it a 3-point game. West Virginia scoring for the first time tonight.
The kicker looks like he's ready to kick this one off. Caught at the 8. And he makes it out to about the 21-yard line. Momentum swings have been fairly even. And with so little separation, this game can be drastically changed on just 1 or 2 plays. Pittsburgh is up a field goal.
Here's Pitt back with the ball.
Steps out around the 25.
3-yard gain on the short pass to the right side. First down. Second down.
Coming up here. Ball on the 25.
Gonna heave it up to the sideline, incomplete. Setting up a 3rd down. Drumming stops immediately.
The halfback with a carry. Takes it up the middle for a nice run. West Virginia's out of timeout.
And they'll punt it.
And he makes it out to about the 41-yard line. Brad, let's see if this offense can maintain the rhythm that they established on that last drive. Not just putting points on the board, but driving the length of the field to be able to eventually put points up. I think that's going to be important for them to try to keep that confidence.
Let's see that, Brad. Almost intercepted.
Almost picked off. That was a nice play. Anything you can do without being penalized to prevent the offense from moving forward is always a plus. From their own 41-yard line, it's 2nd down.
He's got to get rid of it. Finds him in open. First down.
And down he goes at the 40-yard line.
19-yard reception there. On 1st and 10, he can't get rid of it. He's going to be sacked. Second and 18, he'll bomb it. Finds a man open inside the 5. 42 yards for the first down. But that'll be the end of the half. All that, and they can't get in the end zone. At the end of the first half, Pittsburgh holds on to a 10-7 lead.
Glad to have you with us in the studio for the EA Sports NCAA Football 14 halftime show presented by Nissan. Innovation that excites. Reese Davis and David Pollock here.
And we are in the midst of what could be another all-time great from the Backyard Brawl.
It's lived up to all of the billing up to this point. What do you expect to see coming down the stretch of these two great teams in the second half?
It's so cool to see a game that does live up to the billing, Reese. We see so many games that are blowouts quickly, and this is a game that's going to be back and forth.
Man, I don't know any games that would have ended up like that, Virginia Tech Clemson.
Underneath the pressure, who doesn't make mistakes? So far in the second half, you don't have to worry about being down one possession. You know exactly what this was coming in. It's going to come down.
If we're looking for any game to put on the thumbnail for a site next week, or tomorrow night, rather, probably the most high profile would be the Big 12 championship between Oklahoma State and Baylor, as they have a rematch. We will be streaming all the conference championships like we did last season.
Boy, I hope the second half's as good as the first. Just about set to start the third quarter in a tight one. Fielded at the 4. And down he goes at the 26-yard line. This deficit can be easily overcome, sure. But they have to be thinking if they don't get something going on this series, the burden is going to be felt by their defense.
First time they're going to throw the option pass.
Tackle at the 34.
And that got him 8 yards.
They'll spread the field.
Danny, if you could, send me the jersey matchups for the conference championships.
Brought down at about the 35.
And on a quarterback keeper, it'll be 3rd and 1.
So an empty backfield with 5 wide receivers. They bring him down in the backfield. That'll make it 4th and 2.
And they're going to punt it.
He gets out to about the 38-yard line. And here we go with the offense ready to get things going again.
Pittsburgh back on the field. They have a 3-point lead.
Pittsburgh has a
Conference championship game spot on the line. Oh, and there's a big run up the middle of the field for the first down. 23 yards for Ron Wayne.
You've got something working.
first down, 10 to go. Ball on the 39.
On 1st and 10. Pratt steps back. He's going to be sacked.
At the 46.
The big man on the left end breaking through defenses, bringing down the quarterback.
They find themselves in a hole here after that sack. It's 2nd and long.
2nd and 17 here. Finds a man. Collision. It'll be short of the first. It's going to be 3rd and 8.
Great job of holding on to the football. Third down now, and they need to get it to the 29.
Here's 3rd and 8. Heaving it! Incomplete. Can't hang on. It's going to be 4th and 8. They're going to go for it. They go for it with the lead on 4th down. It's a 4th and 8. He's going to heave it deep again. Turnover on downs. It's broken up. They went for it. It was almost intercepted. It's probably in their best interest just to swat it down because this is better field position.
As usual here. I don't think they need to feel any anxiety about trailing.
1st and 10. Rockets it out. Finds a man wide open. Oh, but he can't hang on.
From their own 37-yard line. 2nd down.
Finds a man again. This time he holds on, but it's short of the first.
You know, it may be simple, but whenever you can gain solid yardage, you're doing something right.
Pitches it out. That's a loss of 2. It's going to be 4th and 5. And they'll punt. Can't do anything with that good field position.
Chomping at the bit down there, waiting for the game to start back.
Here's another 1st down for Pitt.
Pittsburgh is up by 3.
Here's the man open. That's a 1st down. All the way to the 50. Still going to the 45.
The 44-yard line.
Had almost half the team on his back there.
First and 10. Ball on the 44-yard line.
On 1st and 10. Lifting it up. It's caught.
And he's hit immediately.
It's a 3-yard gain. Second and 7.
Gives it up the gut.
And he's stuffed for a loss. And West Virginia's defense still not in doubt.
3rd down now. They need to
But your offensive production needs to be up much higher than it is. And also, you got to get a stop here if you want to stay in this game. 3rd and 8. Deep into the 3rd quarter. He's way back in the pocket.
heavy pressure.
Gonna throw it to the sideline. It's caught, but he can't get there. Fourth and 6.
Put down inside the 20.
They'll try the old coffin corner. And that's in the end zone.
Zone, and they'll bring it out to the 20. This deficit can be
Now here's where West Virginia needs to step up. Ignore the Big 12 logo.
get something going on.
They
This
gotta
the burden is going to be felt by their
They gotta get a good drive here to stay in this game. Over the middle, there's a 1st down.
37-yard line.
Has time to throw. He's got to do it now, though. And he'll just get rid of it.
You know, when you feel pressure like that, the worst thing you want to do is just to throw the ball into coverage. He got away with one right there. He's very fortunate. Next time, he should just throw it away out of bounds.
Here's a running back, and he's got a 1st down.
7-yard line.
And that one's in the dirt. Incomplete. 2nd and 10. I should say it's in the snow.
I think he just put too much on the football. His receiver was open. He just misfired.
From their own 47-yard line, it's 2nd down.
On 2nd and 10. Heaving it left side. Incomplete.
Well, the quarterback's breathing a huge sigh of relief because he got away with throwing what should have been an interception.
It's 3rd and 10. And that's a loss. It's 4th and long now. This is going to end up being another West Virginia drive that stalls. They're going to fake it. They faked it from the 4th and 11 on a run, and they can't get it. And that's the second 4th down conversion that's failed.
Pittsburgh holds a field goal lead. Brought down after a nice run up the middle. That makes it 2nd and 6. From the 46-yard line, 2nd down.
Second and 6, a rocket. 1st down to the 30.
Around the 30-yard line.
And now they're in field goal range. Looking around on 1st and 10. They'll throw it short. It's going to be 2nd and 7.
From the 27-yard line, 2nd down.
On 2nd and 7. And there's another short throw for minimal yardage, 3rd and 4. And as the clock runs, they'll not get the snap until the end of the 3rd quarter. And in a low-scoring affair, Pittsburgh leads 10-7.
10-7, Pittsburgh. Back to the action here. Tight ball game in the 4th quarter.
Gonna throw it, finds a man wide open to about that 10-yard line.
I like how the blitz was identified and then picked up. That's a good test for a quarterback. How does he react in the face of pressure?
1st down.
1st and goal.
On that goal line. Pittsburgh is up a field goal.
They're gonna hand it off, and he's gonna be stuffed. On a shovel play, as we're around the corner, he'll get about 4 yards. He'll get back to that line he was on 1st and goal. It's going to be 3rd and goal for Pitt from the 8. Fittingly on play number 8 of this drive. Third and goal. He's going to be sacked. And now with less than 5 minutes to go in the quarter. It's going to be a 2 points, or two, it's going to be a 3-pointer here. Sorry about that. But it'll only be a 6-point deficit now. And West Virginia, with the score, with a touchdown, namely, they would take the lead if they can get the PAT to go with it. But the big problem for West Virginia is their offense just hasn't been there this game. They've had so many drives get stalled out due to big sacks or just huge passes that didn't connect. Now is the time, though, where you gotta step up. There's a throw over the middle, and there's a first down.
Five guys will be out in the pattern as they're in the shotgun.
Option play, they try the option pass again, it's dropped.
Second down, 10 to go. Ball on the 39.
Try getting tricky, and it fooled themselves. Now it's second down. Throws it for nothing, really. They're going to try another screen. He's got a block, and he's got a first down. What a block. To get the hole for that first down, it looked like all was lost. All was lost there until that big play. As here's now 1st and 10 from about midfield. Hayes is going to step back. Throwing right side, it's caught for a yard. It's the fullback who makes the catch. Throws underarm on there again for the fullback. It's only going to be another 2 yards. 3rd and 6. Crucial third down for West Virginia. Finds a man wide open for the first down. Inside the 25 to about the 20-yard line. The room at the 19. And West Virginia finally returns to the Pittsburgh red zone. Handing it off. That'll give him 6.
So it's second down now. They need about 4 yards to pick up the first.
Second and 4, throwing, finds a man open. First down inside the 5.
Right around the 4-yard line.
On 1st and goal, he'll throw it.
Oh, they really
Dropped.
got that one, and he dropped it. It's second and goal. Ball on the 4.
Second and goal from the 4. A score
Just under 3
and a
to go.
PAT will give him the lead, remember. Quarterback keeper. He's got it. Touchdown, West Virginia. The transfer, Wesley Hayes, puts it in.
Surprised these guys to see the run coming at them, but they just couldn't stop it.
The kicker on the field. He'll try to put his team up by a point.
And the point after attempt is good.
So an 11-play, 79-yard drive, and they come away with a touchdown.
Brad, how about the guys up front? The offensive line giving the quarterback plenty of time to be able to read the defense and make the right throw.
Kicks away.
And he's hammered down. Let's see what they can do on offense.
And it's going to be a first down here.
Let's see what this offense can do with this football here, where they need to move the ball and at the very least get into field goal range to give themselves a chance to take the lead.
1st and 10. He's going to be stuffed. 2nd and 12.
second down.
On 2nd and 12. Pratt with time. Finds a first down. Fumble! West Virginia's going to recover.
Loose ball, and that fumble is going to cost them.
At this stage in the game, the number one rule has to be to hold on
I
to
expect
the
them to review it. Let's take a look.
They move the ball very
And yes, they will review it.
which ended with a touchdown.
It looked like his arm was down.
Get over on the sideline, trying to make some corrections. Let's see if they can stop them this time.
I think the defense right now is just sitting back on their heels. They're allowing the offense to kind of dictate things.
His knee was down, was it?
Coordinator would tell you in the country.
I think it was.
To be the one trying to dictate things to the offense. So change it up. Try something different. If it's
And
not
that's going to
working,
be a call that costs.
sit back and
So after the review, they reverse the call.
I sneeze in that call's general direction, but that's going to cost West Virginia in the long run. They might have a scapegoat if they can't hold on here. There's a first down to the 50.
Around the 50-yard line. We've got a 1st and 10. Ball on the 50-yard line.
Just
2
over
minutes in
2
the game.
minutes remain. All teams with all their timeouts. Sacked!
At the 38-yard line.
A 12-yard loss on the sack by the linebacker. It's going to make it a 2nd and 22. They got to hurry. Heaving it deep. Bubbled. Incomplete. A pick would have iced it.
3rd down and very long, and behind in this ball game in the 4th.
But it's going to be 3rd and 22. Pocket's collapsing. He's going to heave it deep again. Almost intercepted again. But it's going to be enough for the 3 and out. Oh, they're going to go for it. You gotta this late. Deficit's not big. With all 3 timeouts, you're only down 1. But 4th and 22, you gotta get it. Has a man. Incomplete.
had to go for it given the circumstances.
3 straight drops. And there's the head coach of this West Virginia squad.
Time in the game. It could still go either way.
And West Virginia might win this football game. Sean Tanner has been a big force for West Virginia. He was hired back in 2016.
2nd down and 7 coming up here. Ball on the
Pardon me,
35.
that was 2000. Pardon me, he was hired all the way back in 1999.
Pittsburgh's going to have to use their 2nd time out of the half.
He won the program's first 2 titles in the Big East.
Virginia
Or
is
one
up
of 2
one.
titles in 04-05. He won 2 straight three-peats.
Tackle at the 24-yard line.
As Pitt's going to run out of timeouts, a stop is game over. Or a first down is game over.
Ball on the 24-yard line. Tackle after a decent run up the gut.
3rd and 2. Just over a minute remains. And it's going to take under a minute on 3rd and 2. They hand it off.
Brought down.
That's a first down. And the clock's going to run West Virginia.
Ball on the 15. We should just see the quarterback take a knee right here, winding down the rest of this clock.
For the 6th time since 2013, West Virginia will be playing for the Big East Championship game. They'll be trying to win their 10th Conference Championship, and they'll get Boston College.
14-13, West Virginia. As we
BC in their final year in conference play. West Virginia will be staying next season.
Nothing adds to the pageantry of college football more than a good rivalry. This was a great game that should only add more fuel to the
And West
fire.
Virginia
Next year's
with a
matchup
10-win season.
was it fun to watch.
There's quarterback Wesley Hayes. He transferred from UMass last season,
I'm Brad Nessler saying thanks, and we'll see you
and
next
now he's going to be the hero for the Mountaineers. 14-13 the final score. West Virginia going 10-2 and 9-0 in conference play. They'll be taking on a 10-2 and 8-1 Boston College squad. The only team in conference Boston College lost to? West Virginia. West Virginia's other loss came to Cincinnati. Boston College's other loss came to Cincinnati. West Virginia's 2 losses coming out of conference to Cincinnati and Virginia Tech. Both those teams played Cincinnati, interestingly enough. The Bearcats will be a member of the Big East next season. And that is another conference championship in the books. We'll be looking over the scores to determine our only other still available spot in the Mountain West. But our conference championship week is now officially is almost set. The only conference we're waiting for is the aforementioned Mountain West spot. But we've got the ACC, we've got the Big East, we've got the Big 10, Big 12, Conference USA, the MAC, Missouri Valley, Pac-10, SEC, SoCon, Southland, Sunbelt, and WAC all set for you. That will be going on Friday and Saturday. Stay tuned for that. Thank you all for watching tonight's stream. Tune in tomorrow for our 2KU weekly podcast. We'll talk about the D2 playoffs. We'll give an inside look once again at the Heisman Trophy race real quick. We'll talk about each of the conference championship matchups, as well as the games that went on this week that the ticker wouldn't allow you to see. Don't forget to join the Discord, linked on the channel's About page, to see all the scores live as they are revealed. Thank you all so much for watching tonight's stream, and so long.